Oh, it's not a cut. That's a slice.
Now this is a quack hook.
Oh,
Short
wow.
and into the right rough, headed to the trees.
Oh my God, it's a shank. He decided to re-tee. That's a shank. Oh, man.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Two-Way Miss podcast. Thank you as always, for listening, watching, wherever, whenever you might be. I am one of your hosts, Mr. Regz, and I am joined, as always, by the good buddy Banksy. Banksy, long time no see, pal. Good to see you again. Good to talk to you again.
Yeah, you too. So much to digest and process these last couple of weeks. I needed time to gather my thoughts.
We can be honest. We're always honest with the people. I was in the last 2 weeks of baseball. You had a vacation and golf course and just life. Stuff happens, people. Listen, if you just listen and watch more, we don't have to do any of those other things. We can just do this all the time. So really, it's on you. If you want to, us to get this out every week with no questions asked, you know what to do. But how's the golf course been? How's everything going? How was vacation?
Ooh, vacation was good. Quick vacay. Got to the beach a little bit. Played a little golf. And then just golf course work-wise has been busy as ever. Hoping for some rain here soon.
Yep, there hasn't been
would-
much
that
of
would-
that.
That would help out immensely. But just busy, which is good to see. It's good to see people out playing.
Good for you. I'd love to be one of those people here soon, now that
I would
baseball's
love-
over.
I would love for you to be one of those people too.
And hope, I don't have to be on a baseball field 6 out of 7 days a week.
Wild.
But, this is the life we choose, I guess.
I guess.
We should have
If you
chose.
say-
We should have chose differently, man. Why didn't we talk to each other
If you say,
and just be like, no, let's not have kids or wives or anything. Let's just the two of us. We'll just hang out and just that's what we'll do for the rest of our lives. We'll hang out. We'll play golf. All those things.
All those things.
If only.
Oh, man. If only. Yeah.
Yep. It's all right. Everything's fine. All right. So I guess we talk about the elephant in the room, or the Northern Irishman in the room. Before we get to who actually won the tournament, let's talk about who absolutely lost it. We weren't around for we didn't watch golf when Norman had his thing at the Masters, or Van de Velde at the Open. We didn't watch those live. This was as brutal of a just absolutely giving it away that I can remember.
Devastating.
And you almost wish he had shanked 2 shots. You almost could understand it more than, what was he, perfect on putts inside 3 feet for the past year and a half.
It was a pretty ridiculous.
It was 400 some putts, right?
Something like that. It was a big number.
And those are the ones you decide that you're going to miss.
Twice.
I don't know. Again, who am I to say? I miss those putts all the time, but
I bet you would have made one of those.
Probably, I think.
In the same situation,
I think I could have made one.
I bet you would have made one of them.
I just don't really I don't still understand how it happened, why it happened, how he let it happen. I don't know. Do you any thoughts why? What was your reaction to seeing it? Just lay it out.
The 1 on 16 was just absolutely inexcusable. 18 was extremely tough to watch, but you see from that putt, it broke, it broke hard. Now, in that situation where you're trying to win a golf tournament, I don't know, are you just blasting it straight or straight-ish and trying to knock it in the back of the hole? Um, so 18, I can maybe see like, okay, I hit an okay putt, but that thing broke. It fell off a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
16 is inexcusable. Like 16 is just, that was a
Yeah.
straight in putt. Um, but it's devastating, man. Like it is, that is devastating. And we've seen, obviously we've seen Roy win majors, but we've also seen him have these difficulties. The 2010 Masters, like that should have been one running away.
Yeah.
Um, the Open a couple years ago, losing to Cam Smith. I think he shot even par in the
Right. Just
final
couldn't
in the
score.
final
Yeah.
round, couldn't score, and now you have this situation, and it's going on 10 years since he's won a major, and you have a situation like this. He he has to feel like absolute dog shit. Um, and he just played so freaking well.
Yeah.
And to lose it, to lose it that way with two putts, it's just that like that has to he. I would go to say like he is losing sleep over that. Has to, has to.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
yeah, it was
I think we saw it with him basically saying, I'm not playing golf until the Scottish Open. Like,
yeah,
just completely bowing out of a bunch of events. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Like, are we in the world of does he ever get one again? Like, is this it?
yeah,
Like, was this like
yeah. Has to.
was this the nail in the coffin?
There's no way. Like I can't. You cannot. I mean, he has probably 10 years left. Right? Like where he can focus and concentrate. That's like 40 more major. There's no way he doesn't get one. But after he gets one, I could see that being it. Like I don't know. I don't know if he's a
Yeah,
continual like multiple major winner. I don't know. He should be with his talent and his skill level. He should be.
I mean,
It's
with
going to go one or two ways. It's good. He's going to get the next one and then like rattle off a few, or he's going to get one more and just be just done.
here's
I don't know.
here's the biggest problem. What do we talk about with Rory? Can he hit his irons and wedges well enough to give him looks at putts? This was the hardest golf course these guys have played in a decade. Like the precision that was required from your irons and your wedges had to be so good to score the way that he did. So like he put everything together. Everything.
Yeah.
And then you're telling me that a guy that's won this many majors steps up to two putts under 3 feet and just absolutely just stone cold misses.
Yeah. And without having any issues earlier
Right. It's not like
in
this
the
is a
in the
thing all
tournament.
week. Yeah, this like him
Yeah.
missing bunnies wasn't the thing.
it literally happened on the what 70th
Yeah.
and 72nd hole.
And realistically, all he had to do was par out to win the golf
Yeah.
tournament. I don't know, man. I think this broke him.
Ooh, boy, that's big.
Because this was it. He put everything together. What's been the problem with Rory? He can't hit his wedges into the right spots to give himself looks. This golf course required exact wedges and irons. If you missed even a little bit, you were either off the green or left with an impossible putt that if you hit too hard or too soft would probably go off the green. Like, that's how good he played.
Oh yeah, he seemed in complete control.
And then this happened on the last 3 holes of a major tournament. I don't know. I think until we see him come out and play well again, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I see your point. I think he's going to get at least one more. I see your point, but I'll give him one more. But that could be it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I get the whole taking. Like I'm taking off to the Scottish Open. I mean, that's like a month.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need that either. Like you're playing well. Like I'd keep getting the reps in and get your keep your confidence up. Like you're still playing good golf. Like get back out there. Now, who knows? Part of that could be for personal reasons as well with with his wife calling for divorce, then calling the divorce
Yeah,
off.
right.
Maybe he needs just some family time. But I don't know if I necessarily take off. Right? Like I'm playing well. I'm gonna keep. I'm just gonna keep trucking along.
Yeah.
Maybe take a week or two off, but
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah. We're going to have to just kind of wait and see. But if you want to bet, I'd bet Rory misses the cut at the Open.
Wow! Holy smokes! You're doubling
I
down,
am.
man.
I am.
Not only doesn't he win ever again, but he's going to miss the cut at the Open. Woo!
Yeah. I don't know.
That's strong, man. That is strong.
Yep.
But if the Open would have weather, see that's if the Open has weather. Rory's not a super wind
No,
player.
he's not. He just hits it too damn high all the time.
If if we got in a situation where there was weather the first day or first 2 days, yeah, I could. I mean, it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible. You're killing it, man. You're
I don't know.
retired.
I just
You're
think
retiring Rory McIlroy.
I'm not saying he might never win like another PGA Tour event again. I don't know. He was about to prove that he's the best player on the hardest golf course we've seen in a decade, and that's what happened.
That is what happened. That was crash and burn.
Yeah.
And I think too with Rory, you look at the caddy situation, and you can bring it up now under the circumstances, but does he need? He has a buddy on the bag, which is probably great for morale purposes. But does he need a caddy that's more experienced and understanding golf and how things work, and I don't know. I don't know if that's an element or a change that would help at all, or if that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
But like, you look at what Rory had. Like, he hasn't been able to win, so you start looking at you start looking at the components that he comes to these majors and tournaments, and I don't know. Is there a situation where he does a caddy change with someone that's more business oriented as opposed to out there with your buddy? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. All right. I guess we got to talk about the guy who won it. The big
He's
golfer.
winning America's hearts, man. He's back.
I don't know if I still will ever like enjoy hearing him talk. It just all sounds like I'm a tool, I'm a tool, I'm a tool. Like, that's all I hear when he opens his mouth. He seems to like I will say he seems to be willing to acknowledge that like who he was in the past, like, was a D-bag. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's like kind of
he
accepting
calmed
that,
down.
and yes, thank God. But look, man, if you just need to come down to it, Bryson hit the shots that were required to win the thing, and Rory didn't.
Yeah, Bryson definitely hit the shots, and you can get caught up with Bryson where it's when he's playing well, like, it's kind of fun to watch. I mean, just the way he rips at the ball.
Mm-hmm.
His clubs look ridiculous. Like, I couldn't imagine what it would be like swinging his irons and his clubs. Like, his clubs, they look ridiculous. But if he has them dialed in, I mean, he does. He plays a different game. I mean, he's driver wedge, and I know 200-yard 9 irons and stuff. I know his lofts are juiced
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot, but it's when he's dialed in like he was, it's kind of fun to watch. And the fact that he you don't just see douchebag radiating off him
Yeah,
all the time, it makes it more likable to watch.
for
Like,
sure.
he definitely is still weird. And sometimes when he talks, you're like, okay, Bryson, like, shut up.
Yeah,
But it's weird, but it's not weird and like ridiculously annoying like it was a couple
he's become
years
more
ago.
tolerable for sure.
Yeah. Um,
And again, I
so
don't know if I really thought Bryson had the game to compete on this kind of golf course.
yeah, no, I agree. And now, I mean, especially with some of the precision irons and wedges he had to hit with, his clubs are ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're all the length of a 4-iron or something. Or 7-iron,
Iron, yeah.
6-iron. Yeah, so I couldn't imagine hitting a wedge that length and being able to get so precise with it to play a golf course like that. And he did. He pulled it off. And that bunker shot on the last hole, I mean, incredible bunker shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's doing that again multiple times. Like, if you put the ball
No, right. He
down there in
stepped
that
up and
same
hit the
spot,
shot when he needed to. You're
yeah.
exactly right. I don't know if he
Like, how
tries
many
that 10
times?
times, how many times is he getting
Yeah.
it that close?
Um,
But he stepped up and did it, man. He just
he went for it and he did it. He played to win. He's like,
Yep.
I'm gonna try and win this golf tournament,
Mm-hmm.
and he pulled the shot off and took it home. So, good job, Bryson.
It is interesting. I mean, I think we don't know with the live stuff and all that, like how these guys come into form. when they show up at these things, it's so hit or miss. These guys obviously still have the talent to do this stuff, like Rom and Bryson and Cam Smith and maybe not DJ, but like Brooks. Like these guys all have the ability still to win these tournaments, and they're starting to prove it. It's just like you said, it's such a crapshoot at every major. Who's going to be the one to step up, or who's going to be the one who just finds it that week? You wish it would be a little more consistent so that all those guys could be at the top and competing. And
right, and you look at those guys, those names that we've been used to seeing the last 10 years, and they're gone. Like they're gone.
yeah,
You know, your Spieths, your Justin Thomas, you know, the other guys in that age bracket that were kind of taking over the tour there for a little bit, like they're gone. They're gone. They're terrible. So yeah, with the guys that we have now, right? You wish you would see a little bit more consistency out of that kind of upper echelon, top tier group of guys. And I think we've talked about that before. It's frustrating when the best players aren't working the leaderboard.
right. I'm not sure what else you can say. It's just it was two guys who were up at the top where you were like, you wouldn't have expected them to be up there with this golf course and how difficult it was playing.
Right. Which I love, by the way. Not the prettiest course to look at, but thank God it played difficult. Like it's okay for those guys to have bad lives, and it's okay for them to make bogeys.
Yeah.
It's okay for them to make doubles. You know, it's like that's your more in tune golf fan, I think, can appreciate it. Maybe your average, you know, doesn't know that much golf fan is like, oh, I want to see these guys birdie every hole.
Yeah.
But I think your purist, your real golf fans are like, yeah, it's okay to watch these guys like struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, that's what golf's supposed to
And
be.
I think
like it's supposed to be hard.
The key is explaining it. It's like the difficulty in this course is the greens and how precise you have to be and how small they are and how everything just falls away if you're even the tiniest bit off. And with it playing as firm as it was, like these guys had to be so exact with their distances and their spin, everything. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch, quite honestly.
Yeah, it was great to watch. They get behind those crazy, weird bush-looking things, and there's bunkers, and balls rolling off greens, and
yep,
players putting the ball off greens. Like that's okay. Golf is supposed to be hard.
Yeah,
it's okay that we had a score in single digits, and it's okay that guys shot over par.
Yeah,
like, that's okay.
Yeah.
And I want to see more of that, and they can do it. You tighten the fairways, let the rough grow. Like they can do it to these tournaments where we don't have to watch these guys shoot 30 under par every freaking tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I thought the golf course was awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Scottie won again.
Yeah, he did.
He did not play particularly well at Pinehurst. Or he did for, what, like a day or two? Till the weekend, he really kind of just fell off. But he went to the Travelers and won. He really didn't play well at the Memorial, right? He didn't play like really bad there.
Yeah.
And everyone, kind of talks about, well, it's hard to keep this going, blah, blah, blah. But he just came back and won again. What's that, 6 times this year?
Yeah.
That he's won a golf tournament.
I think his scoring average is like 67,
Yeah.
something crazy like that. No missed cuts. I think 13 top tens. So how many tournaments have you played so far this year? But 13 top tens is it's no missed cuts, 6 wins,
Yeah.
pretty freaking good.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. You kind of thought maybe after the Memorial and, being kind of just okay at Pinehurst, you're like, all right, it's kind of coming back to earth here. But he's going to continue to do it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't really know what's stopping him. It's not like in these week to week tournaments, there's a bunch of guys that are nipping
right.
at his heels, or that you'd rather, like, if he's in the top 5, you're like, oh, Scotty's going to win because he's just
Yeah,
better than
sure.
everybody.
But do you think, for it to be a truly like just magnificent season, he needs to win this last major
Yes.
to be like, oh shit, like that's
Yeah.
that's
I have very
incredible.
little, I put very little stake in PGA Tour wins.
Yeah, especially now,
I just don't think they mean as much now.
right?
So
So
for sure,
Scotty
he needs to win another major.
to have this season,
Right.
not ever,
No,
but
yeah.
this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it to truly be one of those like groundbreaking seasons, he should win it now. He'd won the Players, which a lot of guys say, oh, that's the fifth
Yeah.
major. Um, but yeah, to see him have a good outing in the Open and potentially win that, I think that would be just one of those truly remarkable seasons.
Yeah. For
Um,
sure. Multiple majors and that many wins is like,
yeah, but yeah, and he got it done. Tom Kim was put up a hell of a fight, and
yeah.
Scottie just kept grinding. He just kept coming and coming and coming, and then that playoff fall, he pulled off the shot. I'm not sure what happened to Tom there, coming up
Yeah, like
short
really
in the
short.
bunker. Was it a chunk, a mishit? Do you think the adrenaline was going to give him that extra 10 yards that he needed?
Yeah, just not a good shot.
Just he did a great job making that putt to send it to the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
But even and I guess what Tom and Scottie's wife, they're all
Yeah.
pretty good friends. It's like even Scottie's wife, I think, was like, yeah, I was kind of rooting for Tom. Yeah,
We've won enough.
like we've won
We can
so
give
much.
him one.
Yeah, we won so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of pulling for Tom there.
Good Lord. We need Tiger. I wanted to rip his throat out.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I wish I would have beat him by 10.
Yeah, right.
It feels good to win, but I wish I beat him by 10.
I hope the baby watched when I did.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sign that baby.
Yeah,
forehead.
right. Beat your dad by 10. Signed TW. Oh, man. Well, I don't even know. What is the next tournament that's coming up? Let's look this up.
I think they're at the Rocket Mortgage.
That is it.
Yeah, because it used to be held at the Detroit Country Club. It is no longer.
Oh, it says it is.
Oh, it is. Oh, fantastic! I thought last year was the last year.
It says Detroit Golf Club.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. Go Blue.
Nah, I refuse. Don't do that. That's not okay. Then you got the John Deere, then the Scottish Open.
Yep. John Deere. That's a shootout.
Some weird something I've never heard of. ISCO Championship. What the hell is that? And then the Open. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks away.
Yeah. How about it? And then it's all done. We're in the books.
That's right.
You have the FedEx Cup playoffs, but that's
who cares?
that's like whatever.
Yeah, Scottie will win three out of four of them, and just
Well, I don't like that they shortened that. I don't even like that they shortened that. I mean, he kind of had a good thing going there where they played 4 weeks in a row, and then didn't they cut a tournament from that? So like even that's not as fun anymore.
yeah.
Um,
But we'll see. We'll see how.
so yeah,
We'll see how when Rory comes back. We'll see how he looks. We'll see if anybody else goes over there for the Scottish to like warm up for everything. So we'll see how it goes. But we'll keep an eye on the Rocket.
Is Rory not practicing either? Like, is he just not touching? I don't think that's the right answer, especially with him, being somewhat grooved for the most part. I hope he's not like legitimately taking.
I don't think he's.
Time
Yeah,
off.
I'm not sure if he said he's like I'm not touching the clubs. I think he just said he's not playing any tournaments.
Okay, all right, because not touching the clubs at all, like that would be a big mistake.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep my eye on that Scottish Open. See how he's doing. See what's going on. We'll see how it goes.
Are we going over? I guess can we know who we picked, or do I have to wait?
We gotta wait till it's closer.
All right, I have no idea who I picked.
I'm gonna look at it, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Who did we pick for the Open? I don't think did we get for the U.S. Open?
I had Brooks and you had Colin.
Colin.
The Open, or no, that I take that back. That was too long ago. I had Zalatoris. You had Hovland.
Damn it.
The Open, our Open picks are hilarious.
Are they?
They're hilarious.
Oh no.
I cannot wait to talk about that. I cannot wait. It's going to be really, really good. All right, man. Well, good stuff as always. Good to catch back up with you, recap the craziness that was those couple weeks there. But
yes, sir. Yeah.
We'll be back very soon to recap some more golf tournaments, Open preview, all those good things. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We put all our podcasts up on YouTube. It is free to click the little red button. You can follow us on social medias. On Instagram at B&B Podcast. You can follow that guy on Instagram at FairbanksC23 and Overlook Golf Course. You can follow me on Twitter at Big Regz with a Z. Thank you, as always, to everybody who is watching, listening, wherever, whenever you might be. So thanks, everybody, and we will catch you on the next one. See ya.
Swing hard, everyone.
Oh, it's not a cut. That's a slice.
Now this is a quack hook.
Oh,
Short
wow.
and into the right rough, headed to the trees.